Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to navigate our 3B Canvas course. So after you log into Canvas, you'll be on the home page. You can see the bar is next to Home. At the top of the page we have Recent Announcements. There can be 1 or 2 or 3 announcements here. Right now we only have one. If you click on it, you'll see this announcement is the same as the welcome email that I sent you 1 week before the class started. So I hope that you already read this welcome email because it has some important information about the class. So I'm going to go back up and go back to Home and go down a little bit. We have some information about the class. No class on Monday, January 18th for Martin Luther King Day. Here's my Zoom information. To join the Zoom session at 1:00 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday, you can click here, or you can go to the Zoom website, click Join a Meeting, and enter my ID and password. Here's me. Here's my email address. Please send me a message if you have any questions, problems, suggestions, or you can talk to me after the class. And down here we have a lot of links. The most important one is this one, Modules. Modules is where you will go every day at the start of the class to see what work we're going to do. So you can get to Modules here, or you can go to Modules here. It's the second one under Home. If you click on Modules, then you can see today, here's all of the work that we do in one day. And underneath we have some useful websites that I'm not going to talk about right now. You go back to Home. And if we go under the modules, here's the whiteboard. The whiteboard is a Google Doc where you can type to participate in class activities. I explain this more in another video. Let's look at course policies. These are some rules for the class, but most of the important rules were in the welcome email. So this has some more information. But if you don't read this right away, it's okay. It's not super important. Let's go back to Home. And then we have the course plan. Click on the course plan. So this talks about what we do in the class every day. Every day it's kind of the same. And then this down here talks about what we're going to do during our 6 weeks together. From January 6th to February 10th, we have 25 classes. And here's how we will spend those classes. So from January 6th to the 12th, we will get started and also cover Unit 6 time. Unit 7 will be January 13th through the 20th. Unit 8 is January 20th through the 26th. Unit 9, January 27th to February 2nd. And Unit 10, February 2nd through the 8th. And then we will spend the last 2 days of class wrapping up with review, test, and student presentations. After each unit, you will take a quiz and you will make an Adobe Spark. And I will talk more about the Adobe Spark in another video. Let's go back to the home page. Okay, go down a little bit more. So here we have class tools. These are some resources to help you study. So we have different things here. The top one is useful. The 50 most common irregular verbs with simple past and past participle. So here we have irregular verbs, say, said, make, made. And then down here we have the pronunciation for each one. So you can click and listen.
Say, said, make, made.
Okay, so yeah, you can listen to the pronunciation and then try to remember how to pronounce and spell the simple past and the past participles. So if I ask you get, then you can tell me, okay, get, got, gotten, and you know how to spell and pronounce all three forms. Let me go back to home. Under the class tools, we have recordings. If you miss a class, you can watch it later. Right now, we don't have any recordings because the class has not started yet, but that's where you will find them. Then we have, if you need to talk to counseling or tutoring or disabled student services or admissions, you can click here, find the phone number and email address for those services. If you need help with Canvas, including a 24/7 Canvas hotline that you can call anytime, you can click here and get help with Canvas. And then the last one, Student Lounge. If you'd like to chat with classmates in English, when I say chat, I mean type. Well, you can also record a message, so you can speak. If you click here, Student Lounge, you can start here. You can click reply. And then you can type something here. Hello, I'm Shannon. What are your hobbies? Mine are, what are my hobbies? Mine are playing with my cats and learning about graphic design and web development. So I can start this question for my classmates. If you want to practice your speaking, you can click here where it says record, upload media. Click. I'm going to move it down a little bit. Oh, okay, I'll move it up a little bit so I can see what I wrote and I can record. I'm going to hit start recording. 2, 1. Okay. Hello, I'm Shannon. What are your hobbies? Mine are playing with cats and learning about graphic design and web development. Finish, save, and post. So yeah, if you want to answer my question, what are your hobbies? You can come here, you can click reply, say, oh, my hobbies are blah, blah, blah. And you can speak if you want to. So, and then don't forget to hit post reply when you're finished. So that is about it. I'm looking forward to working with you guys to improve your English. Let's work hard and have fun.